All right, welcome back. It's been a good week, I guess. Back from Thanksgiving break. Very nice. Not a whole lot to report here on my end. Uh, just been running races and playing not that many careers, maybe one a day. I missed yesterday actually. I didn't play any careers at all yesterday. And it's mostly because I've pretty much played everybody I can play, right? And I've gotten A pluses on everybody. So, I mean, I guess I could shoot for the S, but I'm not really. It's not like that important to me, because getting an S would be kind of hard. So that's why I haven't been playing as much. Um, I think most of my horses would get marginally better. I mean, I could make better horses, but they wouldn't be like anything crazy. You know what I mean? So I didn't really see a point to continue to run them on the off chance that I would get, a slightly better horse or whatever. All right, so the other thing is I am pretty close to 30k carats. So we will be doing a support card pull on stream. I don't know, maybe a couple weeks from now. I'm gonna wait because right now the support cards available are kind of not that great, I think. Are these runners? I think these are runners, right? I think this is also a runner. So you can either get these Halloween cards, or who is this? Yaino Muteki, or Saiyan Sky. I guess I have one of each already, so I guess I could get more to like finish them off. As far as their not finish them off, but just like limit break them. But these cards, I never really thought they were all that great. So I don't know that it'd be super helpful. All right. So that's why I think I'm gonna wait until I've heard rumors. I think I'm not sure because I don't remember. I saw something online maybe a couple weeks ago or maybe a month ago saying that Kitasen Black is gonna be re-rolling here in December. So I thought I might wait for that so I could pull Kitasen Black because she would be very useful to have in the support deck. So that I might not pull, even though I have 30,000 carats or whatever. I might not pull right away on stream. So there's that. Sorry, I got some throat issues here. So like I said like it says in the title, I haven't tried this yet. So today, since I've pretty much done everything I can, the only thing I haven't done would be to try to run Unity Cup with all scenario link support cards. I would try to run all scenario link everything, but there's only two runners here that I own that are scenario linked, right? Fuku and Haru. And we need both of them in the support deck in order to round it out. So I guess I'll just run someone, I don't know, like Majora McQueen. I'm pretty familiar with her career. And she's usually her career is somewhat easy. It's easy-ish. So we'll just run with Majora McQueen here as our main runner. And her affinities, I would use scenario link affinities as well, but I don't think that really matters as far as parentage goes. Yeah, there's no scenario link, whatever, on the parents here. So we're just gonna pick the ones that are best for her. In the lineup that I have, the guest registry that I have right now currently, it would be TMO Opera, especially in the style that I'm playing. I guess since we're not running speed cards, it doesn't really matter as much. But these are pretty much the best parents I have anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll go ahead and use those. And here I've already started building the deck. Unfortunately, we only have a few SSR cards here that are Scenario Link. And where's Fuku's card here? She should be around here somewhere. There she is. So we'll go ahead and use that. Right, so now we're all scenario linked. Right, unfortunately Taiki Shuttle is the only one that's not like an SR at least. I think I've used all the other scenario link cards. And I want to see if this makes a difference. You know what I mean? Like as far as the careers go, because the careers I have been running, when I do run them, like I said, I haven't been running that many, maybe one a day. And it's usually been Mijiro McQueen. So I have a good sense of like what her final stats are when I just use, the decks that I've been using, the support decks. So we'll see if, this makes any kind of difference. So I think what I should do, and for the guest, we're going to pull Super Creek because she gets a 25% bonus for whatever reason. And we're going to level Taiki Shuttle's card up here. It's probably not going to be super great for us, but she is scenario linked, so this stream is just going to be about what the running scenario link support cards, like what it does for you, if anything. Do we get better horses, at the end of the day? I want to find out, right? I don't think so. I think basically my prediction is that these are the runners you start off with. So basically, like when you use support cards that are not scenario linked, right? And when you do the Unity Cup trainee thingy where they all start showing up to get the bubbles, right? You have your own Umas that can bubble, and then you have these other Umas, the trainees that show up that can bubble as well, right? But when you use the support cards that are scenario linked, then those are the same runners. So you end up training those more, if that makes sense, because you don't have these extra horses, these extra Umas that are not part of the scenario. You're only using the scenario linked Umas. So there's less horses to train, basically, or spirit bubbles to train. So the spirit bubbles get trained more often. Basically is the gist of, the idea until, the rest of them release and you get like, I don't know, 10 of them, 15 of them, right? Towards the end that you have to train with in order to get the spirit bubbles. But these are going to be our main 5, I guess it looks like. So I don't know, that would make us more likely to win the final Unity Cup race, but you can win that anyway without the scenario link. So I guess I'm just a little bit curious as to like what this actually does. You know what I mean? Having the scenario link cards in your deck. Because usually the only one I've been using that's scenario linked has either been Rice Shower or Kashimoto. I guess I can choose which team name I want. So that's something, I guess. I don't know. So we'll just go ahead and start the career. Enough yapping about that. But my guess is it's not going to have that much of an effect. It might make winning the Unity Cup races a little bit easier, but that's about it, is my guess. As far as the quality of the horse goes, I'm not sure it's going to be all that great. But who knows, maybe I could be wrong. That's why we're trying it out here on stream to see, if it makes any kind of difference. This is a terrible start. Yeah, that's really bad. All right. Let's see. Wow, this is pretty bad again. This doesn't seem like, even in a normal career, this would be very bad. So see here, the horses that got released for training, which they're not. No one's bubbling here. but they're the same horses that we started with, right? And so when they release more, there'll be fewer of them. I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense to you. I'm not sure that's necessarily a good thing when there's fewer of them, because then you have less spirit burst chances, right? Like you have less Umas to spirit burst with. But I mean, I don't fill up the spirit level for every horse anyway at the end of a career. You know, I'll get the main ones, my support cards, and then I might get like 2 or 3 extra, you know what I mean? But beyond that, I normally don't. So we do want friendship more than anything. But I don't really like training guts, so we're gonna train in speed here, because our speed is very low also. What was this one? We'll take the stamina. Oh wow, that's pretty good training. I don't know exactly when they released the second set of Umas for Unity. I think you roll with the ones you have for a while, right? So I guess so far, excuse me, we only have our initial 5. Like they haven't, you know what I mean? We're not getting like a bunch of them. So we're training with our own bubbles a lot more. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But they're just fewer Umas we're training with, basically, right? So we're training them more often. We do want friendship with Kashimoto up so we can unlock the dates, but I think that training's too good to pass up there. And we can probably take this one now then. I prioritize friendship in this mode rather than the bubbles. So I'll do whatever is better for raising friendship levels. I could take this one, or I could dump it in speed because our race is coming up. I don't know that our speed's high enough here, so I think I'm gonna dump this in speed, and hopefully we win the maiden race. We're just gonna skip the races. We're just gonna view results here. Okay, she won. I mean, so far in the career, I think stats-wise, it's a little bit worse than if I was running support cards that I normally run. Right. Her speed usually is around 200 by now. Stamina's in the 200s also, and then power might be a little bit behind, lagging a little bit behind. But that's because I use 4 speed cards. So we just get speed training a little bit more often. Right now, our power stat level is a little bit higher than our speed. I could take a rest here as well. But this is kind of risky. You kind of don't want to fail trainings in this mode if you can avoid it. Because if you fail trainings in the mode, then you don't. That's one turn you lose to do the spirit bubble training, which is kind of important to win the Unity Cup races. So that's the only thing that in this mode kind of sucks. In the URA mode, You fail a training, oh well, whatever. I mean, it's okay to fail trainings here too, but you don't want to fail too many. If you fail more than one in a career, it's pretty much done for. All right, and then got 2 bubbles there, so that looks like the best one. Our stamina is way higher than everything else, though. That's not a good thing necessarily. Speed, yeah, let's get that over 200. We do need to run a race as well. I mean, I don't really like any of these trainings that much, so let's see if we can run a race. Not really. Okay, then where's is Kashimoto around? I guess we could try to get her friendship level up, even though it's not the best training. Oh, these trainings are really bad, huh? Take that one. Okay, Kashimoto's green now, so we'll open up her dates from that. So now we got more runners, and then we've got the team name thingy. I don't remember what this does. I don't remember what each team name is. So I'm gonna look that up real quick. Unity Cup, a team at last. Let's see here. So number 1 is Happy Hoppers, right? And that gives Mile Maven. So I guess it's good for the mile. Mijuru McQueen's not really a miler. Sunny Runners is Fuku's. Clairvoyance. What is clairvoyance? Why is this webpage like this? I don't like how this webpage is laid out here. Clairvoyance +1. Okay, I don't even know what that is. I guess it's a skill. And then Carrot Pudding is Indomitable +1. And then Blue Bloom is Cooldown, which I know is a stamina skill. And then Team Carrot is just no stopping me. So Indomitable or Clairvoyant sounds interesting. I think I've tried Indomitable before, and I don't think I bought it. So we'll go for, I don't know that I've ever done Clairvoyance before. So I can read the flavor text for that skill, I guess, at the end of the career. Doesn't seem like we're getting a lot of bubble trainings, huh? This might not be the best run. I mean, it didn't start off great. The career kind of not the best career so far. The trainings have been kind of bad as well. I should probably run a race here pretty soon. I'm dicking around too much. Got a rainbow here in power. Yeah. I guess we could try running a race here. Is there anything? Here's one. This should be enough for our fan count, I believe. Maybe not. Not enough, yeah. Just barely not enough. Oh, man. I'm used to when I use the other support cards, the normal support cards, the deck that I use. Normally, it's about a 2x factor, multiplicative factor. So if it's 1,000 fans, usually I'll get around almost 2,000, like 1,800 or something. And so maybe I should have just waited a turn because I just wasted a turn on the race. That didn't get me to the goal. I guess we could try to run this one. Yeah, might as well. Doesn't look like we're rainbowing or anything, so. Probably should have just waited for this race in the first place. Oh well. I thought maybe the fan count would make it, but we missed it by 250 fans, so that kind of sucks. It's a bummer. Alright, so we're gonna have to rest here. And the reason why I don't take the date is I'll only take the date when the training's not that great and I'm above like half energy or like close to half energy, basically. That way, you know, you're getting the energy back from the date, but you're not going to go over like when you would take a rest, because you get more energy from resting than you would from a date. So it makes sense to rest when you don't have that much energy, or else you're just gonna have to go on a date again pretty much the next turn after you do something. Alright, let's see how well our cup team looks like. Not that great, honestly. For having fewer spirit training possibilities. In my other careers, you know, using non-scenario link support cards, I've done sometimes better or just as well than I'm doing now, so I don't know that it's really helping all that much. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Because you get a bunch of runners anyway, so, you know, spreading your stuff around, does it make that much difference? I don't know. I don't think it does. Do the scenario links give bonuses though? That's the thing though. Right. I don't know that they do. I don't think they do. Like bonus to training or something, or like bonus points at the end of the career or something. I'm not sure. I don't think they do though. I guess, like I said, I guess we'll find out. That's the whole reason I'm doing this. Is to see if it's any good or better, if there's any benefit. Stats wise, it's kind of trashy actually. 21. Got multiple rainbows going on here. I think I might take this one though. All of our trainings are really spread out too, because all our support cards are like all over the place. Do we want wit or stamina and power? Got another wit rainbow, power spirit bubble, a stamina rainbow. I think I'll take the power spirit bubble. And then we need to rest. I guess I could take this instead though. We could take this again. Sure, why not? Oh, golden inspiration. That's kind of nice. Don't get that every day. Not a lot of stats though from that. Usually they'll get like 50 and 50 at least, somewhere around there. When I pay attention, that's what it looks like to me. But we only got like 35 that time. I guess I could take training here. I didn't have to rest. Not yet, at least. Yeah. Failure percentage is a little bit too high for me. I'm getting a lot of rainbows. I guess I shouldn't discriminate against guts training in this mode, or the way that I'm playing it right now, right? I have been sort of discriminating against guts a little bit. I think I'm going to finish off Taiki Shuttle's friendship level here, though. Alright, I think everyone's in the orange as far as friendship level goes. So now I switch over to the best available training. Wow, there's a lot of stamina training, huh? Our stamina is like almost like more than double our speed stat. I don't know. I don't know that this is the most efficient form of training here that we're doing. The only rainbow we would get here is Taiki Shuttle, right? Yeah, I think here might make sense to take a date, even though we're a little bit under half. Just so you don't go over, right? You don't waste any energy from resting in case you get a well rested or something. I really don't like training guts. So I think I'm going to continue to discriminate. I think we need speed training is what we really need. Or I could have gotten a speed star parent that has stars and speed instead. Since our speed support cards are kind of weak. Taiki Shadow is the only one we have right now. Yeah, I mean, didn't make much difference. Even on a bad run with normal support cards, you know, I'll take the second race or whatever, the middle tier. And we've already taken it twice already, so I don't know that, you know, that made our team any better. Shrinking the number of Umas you can spirit train with or whatever. I don't think it really made that much of a difference. That's why I think in this mode it's more about RNG than anything. I think we have to take speed rainbows no matter what, because we're just not going to get them very often. But yeah, I don't think I think this mode is more about just pure luck, basically. There's a lot more elements of RNG in this mode than in URA. Because obviously you're getting, it's like two forms of luck hitting, right? Not only are you depending on rainbows to hit, but you're also depending on spirit bubbles to show up at the right places, at the right times, you know, in the trainings that you want to train. You know what I mean? I guess I could just train speed without rainbow there. I'll probably look to do that more. We just don't have enough energy right now. And I don't want to rest if I don't have to. Especially in the summer. It's like my least favorite thing to do is rest in the summer. I think we have to take this with training. Our failure percentage is a little bit too high. Alright, a lot of power training, not a lot of speed training. I guess we should take this power training though. It's pretty good. It's a lot of stats. What? Did she fail? What the hell? Oh my god. Alright, our speed stat is atrocious. Complete trash. 330 speed. I don't know that that's gonna cut it. I guess we'll find out. Oh wow, okay. I don't know, man. Maybe the game's going easy on us this run. Sometimes it does that. Sometimes, like, no matter what your stats are, your stats could be crazy high and you're getting like 4th place, 5th place, and you're like, what the hell's going on? You know, like, I don't understand what's going on. And then sometimes when your stats aren't even that good, it's letting you win a lot. You know what I mean? You get 1st place every time, no matter what. So we'll see if this luck lasts here. Because now we're running in Kikukusho. And then we have to run one more race for her unique skill to level up. She got 1st place again. Okay. I don't know. 300 speed? Makes no sense at all. Okay, whatever. Alright. So then, after Kikukusho, the one I like to take usually is the one right after that turn, which is Japan Cup. And mostly because it's a safety net. If you don't win this one, then you have a Rimakinen in your back pocket, right? That you can run for 30,000 fans. Because we're at 38,000 right now. So, but if you win this, then you don't have to run in a Rimakinen. So you get 2 shots at it, basically, by running in that one. I guess I could train stamina again. I don't know here. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could take this rainbow. I don't know, man. I think we need some speed trainings more than anything. We're getting a lot of mood downs. That's not good. She might not win here because her mood is too bad. 3rd? I mean, that's pretty good for 300 speed. I would not expect her to even come in 3rd. Okay, so this is kind of what I was talking about. We didn't hit you need 60k fans, right, by February. So, running in Makinen, you know, you'll probably get there by running in those 2 races. Wow, that ate a lot of energy. Okay, no speed trainings, huh? Just nothing but power and guts. I guess Taiki Shuttle probably doesn't have specialty priority or anything. I'm gonna take a date here because none of the trainings look good to me. And I probably should have picked a speed parent. That's 9-star speed or something. So we could use the inspirations more to our advantage, but oh well. It was a test, you know, we were testing things, so we can kind of figure out what to do next time. I guess I'll take the speed training. I don't know, it's not that great, but alright, we're back in Unity Cup. I don't know, that's kind of risky, but we do have 3 double circles, so I guess we can try it. Okay, we won, so that's okay, that's good. I guess we could take the energy here. Yeah. They're not really piling into speed as much. I've noticed that in this mode, you don't get speed training that much. Even when I run 4 speed cards, I mean, they have specialty priority and stuff, like I get that. But even just like the spirit trainings, the bubbles, they don't really show up in speed all that often. They're mostly in guts and stuff. It's weird. They don't really they don't show up where you want them to. You know what I mean? Yeah, only 1 bubble here, you know what I mean? I mean, there's only 1 there, but there's like 1, I guess there's 2 in, see, 2 in guts, 2 in wit. I guess I'll take the speed training. Because we need speed. We're just lagging behind a little bit too much, I think. Got a power rainbow. That will finish off her spirit bubble, so I guess we'll do that. Lot of spirit bubbles and power. Yeah, speed only 1. I think that's why I need that key to some black. Maybe limit break her once or twice also, so that I can start running her in my support deck, so that because her specialty priority is pretty high. I don't want to fail here. I would probably take this, but I don't want to fail, so I'm gonna rest instead. I guess there's 2 bubbles here. That's better than none. I think I'm gonna take the wit training though for the rainbow. I think I can already tell that this using scenario link cards isn't really better, or it doesn't really help at all. If anything, it makes it worse than just running support cards you would normally use. What is this doing? Why is it downloading so much stuff? I mean, I could be wrong, you know. Maybe at the end of the career, we'll see. Maybe it's amazing. All right, we'll see if 400 speed is gonna be enough for us to win this race. Oh wow, first place again. Have I been playing this game wrong? Does speed just not matter at all? Oh, you know what? I think I didn't run in Arima Keenan, did I? I think I forgot about that. Damn it. I think yeah, we missed out on her unique skill upgrading because I forgot to run in Arima Keenan. Oh well, that's fine. I don't think this career is gonna be all that great anyway, because at 400 speed, you know, like what are we gonna? We might get like a B or like a C even at this point. I don't think we're even gonna get an A. The way this is going, oh man, this is terrible. I guess we could get stamina up to 1200 or something, right? Could try doing that. This has a lot of bubbles in it. It's probably kind of the most amount of stats as well. So I guess I could take wit also. Screw it. Let's get stamina up to 1200. That'll be the goal. Get 1200 and something. We could do a spirit burst here at speed. That would definitely help us. What are we now? 500 speed or something? Or close to 500? 470. Not even 500 yet. I mean, still coming in first though. Alright, whatever. Oh, we're at the end of her career already. So yeah, this career was pretty trash, honestly. But I guess I'm glad I tried it out, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't have known. There is something that I've learned through this though, and I'll talk about that once we finish her career. I haven't really taken that many dates with Kashimoto either, have I? I haven't really needed to, I guess. Um, yeah, I think we're gonna take the rest here because I don't feel like training wit the entire summer in case we get something like this. And then we couldn't get the spirit burst and speed, huh? Wow, that's a lot of stats. 46, 47, and 20. Holy, that's a lot of stats. Well, we're trying to get stamina up to 1200, right? Our Unity team is an S. Somehow. We were kind of trash in the beginning of the career. We had to step down twice. This is a very high failure percentage, but that's 2 rests during the summer. I would take then. I don't know. I think it's okay to fail wit training because nothing bad happens to you. You don't get any negative effects from that, and you get energy back from that too. You just don't get the wit, the stat points. So I don't mind failing wit trainings. I don't think we have enough energy to do anything here. Oh, sleep deprived. That's perfect. Right at the end. I mean, I guess we got some energy back from whatever that was. Let's just take this. It's the most amount of stats here. I mean, I guess we could take power. I don't know. Or I could take a date. I think I'm going to take a date. Because we just have not been doing that at all. Alright, 500 speed. I've won the URA finale with like 600 speed before in other careers. So it's not impossible, I guess. Well, her cure is over now. We're in the URAs now. We will be doing the Unity Cup finale as well here soon. Get the stamina up to 1200. It's only a 4% failure. Yeah, I mean, why not? That's where all the spirit bombs are going. It looks like they're all in stamina for whatever reason. And that's why I'm saying this mode is all about luck. Because, like, you know, ideally those spirit bursts or whatever would happen in speed, right? But you can't control that. And for whatever reason during this run, it's favoring stamina a lot more than anything else. I mean, it showed up in Guts a couple times. And then here, yeah, see, it showed up in Guts. But I don't really want to train Guts. You know what I mean? My Guts stat is high enough at this point. At 400, that's great, you know? It's perfect. And that's what I'm saying. In this mode, it's just really about luck. If those spirit bursts, you know, appear in the right places at the right times. You know, because sometimes it showing up in Wit is good for you because you get more energy back. So, you know, sometimes it's nice to get a spirit burst in Wit. They're always good in speed, but it doesn't seem like it happens all that often. And it's just pure luck. You know what I mean? Like, you could do everything right. Like, this is crazy too, because we got an S rank, right? We were an S rank. And then we have 2 triangles, only 1 double circle. Like, I've had better teams with just an A rank. I guess because my main horses were, like, way trained up more than, you know. Because your team is made up of, I don't know, 12, 15 horses, however many you have. And not all, yeah, we lost. So, yeah. I mean, Scenario Link didn't really help us there at all to win Unity Cup. Because I've seen people talk about that too in like in YouTube videos. I've seen some content creators for this game, Musume creators, say like, well, if you use scenario link cards, then it reduces the amount of like trainees, right? So your team will be stronger, right? I get the logic of it, but in practice it doesn't really work that way because like I said, it's all luck. It's luck based. It's just RNG. You know what I mean? You can't do anything about this. To control where the spirit trainings show up and where it bursts and like how many of them you get. Like you can't control any of that. And you're not going to be chasing around the bubbles because then your horse will be trash, right? You have to try to create the best horse at the same time. More guts bubbles. Spirit burst and guts again. Yeah, I mean, this is lost cause here. I'm just going to take a date because why not? .590 speed. I think that's enough to win. I don't think it's gonna be that big of an issue. Fourth. Okay, we lost. We can alarm clock it. See if we can pull something out of our ass here. Okay, nice. Like I said, I've won the URA finale with only 600 speed before. But I had 600 everything else. You know what I mean? Like 600 guts, 600 wit. I guess our stamina and power are really high though. I don't think we're gonna get to 1200, but might as well just take this stamina training. I mean, a lot of this has to do with the support cards I picked, right? Too. But you would think that in if they made it a scenario link card, and let's say you used all the scenario link cards, right? Like I did in this run. You would think it'd give you some kind of advantage, or it would create a better horse. It would give you bonuses, multipliers, or something. You know what I mean? Like instead of a 5% plus 5% to all stats, maybe it would have been 30% or something because you used all the scenario link support cards. You know what I mean? I don't think that's happening though. I don't know. I guess here at the end of the career we'll see if it does give us any kind of bonuses or anything, but I don't think it will. Yeah, it didn't do anything. So that was just, it's pointless. It's a dumb thing. It doesn't do anything. The scenario link doesn't do anything. It doesn't even help you really with the Unity Cup races because, like I said, it's RNG. So they could show up, they could not show up. You know what I mean? Like you can't control like who shows up for training and who doesn't. You know what I mean? Like it's not. There's no point, basically. I don't even know what to get here because she's so bad. I guess it doesn't even matter. I guess we can get this. I don't know. Sure, why not? Yeah, sure, we could do that too. Okay, I think we're good now. All right, I'm gonna guess this is gonna be like a B. Our stamina is pretty high, so. Oh, we got an A. Oh wow, I'm surprised by that. So yeah, our final stats here was 600 speed, almost 1200 stamina, 700 power, 500 guts, and 450 wit. And we used all scenario link support cards. Unfortunately, our Taiki shuttle was only a regular R card, and we ran looks like 4 SSRs and 1 SR card. So we should have gotten a pretty good result, for, especially how many SSR cards we used, but we just did not. So the verdict, moral of the story is that there's no benefit to running scenario link support cards as we did. Let's get out of this. do that. So I'm just gonna dip back in here to show you real quick. So all these cards that say Scenario Link on them, I honestly personally don't think there's any benefit to running those unless they're useful in your deck. So like Kashimoto to me is useful, Rise Shower is useful, right? But I probably wouldn't run Haru, right? I'd get rid of her. I wouldn't run Fuku here, right? I wouldn't run Teki Shuttle normally, which is kind of a shame. You would think that if it did have a Scenario Link, it should give you some kind of advantage, maybe even just like a plus 1% boost, right, to your stats or something. But it doesn't. So it's like, why would I? What is even the point of having the Scenario Link on there if it doesn't give you anything? It doesn't give you any bonuses. What is the point of that? You know what I mean? There's no incentive for you to use it then, right? It's just sort of there, because like I said, even though it reduces the number of horses you're spirit training, right? The bubble trainings, there's less of them to bubble train with. And theoretically that would make your Unity Cup team stronger, but we just ran a career with all Scenario Link, Umas, and we saw that clearly wasn't the case. We lost in the Unity Cup, and I've used decks where I didn't have any Scenario Link cards in my deck, and I've won. You know what I mean? And that because it's all up to RNG. It makes no difference. Who cares? It doesn't matter if you're using Scenario Link cards or not. So I guess we found out that like it doesn't matter. So don't worry about these Scenario Links. It doesn't do anything for you. There's no benefit to doing that. So don't use them, first of all. And then the second thing I said earlier, that I did learn something. And what I did learn was that maybe running at least one wit card in your deck, because I've been running this deck lately in this mode. I'll show you. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, I've been running this, right, with Super Creek in there, because she gives big bonuses of 25%, it looks like. So I've been running 4-speed and Kashimoto basically, and Super Creek here. But I think instead of running 4-speed, maybe running 3-speed and 1 wit card might be better. So maybe I would probably just swap Narita Taishin here out for, I don't know, like a Mijiro Dober or somebody, right? Or maybe, yeah, whatever the best wit card you have is. And the reason I would do that is because I've been looking at the other teams, not just in team trials, but I've been looking at them somewhere else too. I don't remember where. Maybe in the Leo Cup or whatever, the cup that just ended. I was looking at a lot of the horses in there and how they were trained. And I noticed that a lot of people were running at least 1 wit card in their deck, right? And they clearly had run through Unity Cup, right? They weren't horses that were made in URA, the URA game mode. So I'm just running this to take a look at some of the enemy horses here. And the reason is, just like this. Oh crap! I just nexted through that. My bad. But basically, I was gonna show you kind of their. I guess I could do it again. But the reason why you want to run at least 1 wit card in your deck is so that you don't have to rest as much. Because you know how when I first ran in this mode, Unity Cup mode, or when I first started running in Unity Cup mode, I used a 4 wit card deck, I believe. Or I had a bunch of wit cards and like 1 speed or something, and Kashimoto, something like that. I don't remember exactly. It was a couple streams ago. But not maybe more than a couple streams ago, maybe 3 or 4 streams ago. But I was running a bunch of wit cards, and the reason I was doing that is to not rest. My rest would be just running training wit, right? So I wouldn't rest at all. And I was making pretty good horses. Like my highest rated horse came that way, right? But when you're not, those horses aren't that great. They're not that powerful, I guess, in a PvP situation. Right, so if we take a look at, I don't know, a race that we lost here. Are there any S's here? I don't think so. I think this one's an A plus, it looks like. Oh, they got Agnes Digital. So this horse is really good, right? 12, look at this one. 1200 speed, almost 800 stamina, 1100 power, right? And then almost 400 guts and 450 wit. And I guarantee you there's at least one wit card in this deck. Oh, maybe not. Wow, I was wrong. So yeah, I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. But they did use Kashimoto, 2 power and 3 speed cards. I'm not sure how they're getting up to 1200 speed with only 3 speed cards though. Because I've been running 4 and I can't get to 1200. Maybe it's her parents? She had stamina. Yeah, she had a speed parents too. So that I might have to switch over to that. Because what I've been doing is I've been using power parents. Stamina and power. And I do want to run Rice Shower. So because I run power, I don't need as much power. So I don't run Rice Shower's card. Because her card's really good. So yeah, maybe I've been doing that wrong. So maybe I should switch over to using a 9-star speed parent. And then using Rice Shower in my deck instead of 4 speed cards. But basically, back to what I was saying about the 1 wit card. Is that what I've noticed is I lose a lot, even though my horses might be stronger, right? As far as speed goes, my speed rating is, I generally try to get 1200 on speed. And then my stamina is usually around 800 and my power is over 1000 usually. It's very similar to this kind of horse. This horse is really good though. But it's kind of similar stats to this horse, right? Most of my horses look like this. But I've been losing to a lot of horses that have maybe slightly less power, right? But they have like 600 wit. And that's why I've been losing a lot. It's just that these horses that beat me have just a little bit more wit than I do, right? Like 100 more or something. So that has something to do with it. And the other thing is that during the career, having 1 wit card when it rainbows, it's like a mini rest. So you don't have to rest as much because you do have to train wit during the career, right? So you might as well get more energy back when you do train wit, right? By having a card there that rainbows. So it's like a mini rest. Because I think in any given career, I train wit at least like 10 times, maybe 9, between like, yeah, 7 to 10 times in a career, just to get it up to 400, right? So if some of those are rainbows, then it's going to help you not rest as much. And so instead of losing a turn, I don't know, there must be some kind of math you can do, and you can graph it probably. You get into some nerd shit and see, like, you know, how many, using the 1 wit card, how much that saves you, you know, as far as resting, you know, training with one, you know, X 6 times equals 1 rest or something. I don't know. I'm sure there's some math you could do, but I think it makes sense, especially if you change your parents, like I said, to speed parents, right? Because right now I've been using stamina parents and power parents. But if you switch over to speed, then you don't need 4 speed cards also, because you're getting a lot of the speed from your parents. So you can run 1 less speed card, and I would replace that with a wit card. And then maybe run Rice Shower if you have it. So I'm going to try that next week probably. Because I don't think, by next week I should have 30,000 carats. Right, but I don't think the support cards are gonna be released by then, like the ones that I want, right? Because these are okay, but they're not great. So I'm gonna wait until they release a set of support cards that are really good, so then I could do my my 20 pull or whatever. 10, what is it? Yeah, like 20 pull, right? And then that'll probably be the last time I pull support cards. I think I'm gonna prioritize pulling Umas after that, like trainees. The next 30k pull I do is gonna be for trainees, because I just don't. I've run them all, and you know I've been getting kind of bored running the same ones over and over again, right? So I'm not sure that we'll be able to pull any of these that we don't have, because they're all 3 stars, and you know they're kind of rare to pull, right? You get mostly 1s and 2s in your pulls. So, but even if we pulled like a couple of them, like 2 or 3 of them, I think that would be better than just running the same horses over and over again. Although, that's kind of the game. That's what the game is. I don't know. I feel like the game might be dying off a little bit, and I think that's why maybe the side games release all this new content, like this Halloween stuff, and there's also some other shit going on right now. This shit, the fall G1 celebrations. It's like to try to get you to play more, right, or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much the stream for today. So just to recap, today I tried using scenario link cards only to see if it made any difference as far as the Unity Cup mode went. And the result was no, it doesn't. It doesn't make any kind of difference at all. Zero. Actually, it made it worse because we weren't using the right support cards to make a good horse. So don't fall into that trap. If you're curious about it, now you know. It doesn't help you at all, so don't do it. Use support cards that make sense, that are good. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess I'll see you guys next week. All right. Thanks for watching.